All who thirst for freedom may come with us.
X gon' give it to ya. He gon' give it to ya. X gon' give it to ya. He gon' give it to ya. First we gonna rock, then we gonna fall, then we let it pop, don't let it go. X gon' give it to ya. He gon' give it to ya. X gon' give it to ya.
Hey everybody, welcome to episode 20 of Exodus Americanus. I'm Stone, with me as always is Roscoe, and tonight we have quite a large episode for everybody. There's been a shit ton going on between the coincidence detector going down, the riots basically that happened in San Jose, that white shooter at UCLA. More Hillary email stuff. I know we've been beating that to death. And Obama fumbling over his words. I think that's our main topics for tonight.
Yeah, you got anybody joining you tonight?
How so?
You just not going to introduce me tonight, fam?
I said Roscoe, did I not?
No, you never got around to me.
Oh, shit. Man, I'm sorry.
Hey, man, you do this shit without me. I'm going to go pout downstairs and be a sad little bitch.
My bad, dude. My bad. I was so excited about reading off this fucking page of shit I have.
Oh, man, we actually have show notes and shit. It's actually going to be some effort posting. It's going to be a great night.
It is. It is. I've been waiting for this. It's been 2 weeks since our last show because I took vacation to a Dindustan, basically.
Spent some time around some coloreds, did you?
Yeah. I won't be going back. I thought it was going to be nice, but it wasn't.
Look, there's probably a reason why you didn't ask me about that, because that's exactly what I would have told you.
Yeah. Yeah, any place that's 90% black is not going to be run very well.
No. In another life, I was actually offered a job on the island of St. Kitts.
I've been to St. Kitts. I like that place, but I was only there for like 8 hours. So
yeah, I went for a visit. It was nice to see the rolling blackouts, and some of the advice I got was, don't carry milk from openly from the grocery store back to your hotel, or you might get robbed for it.
Nice.
Yep. It's like, well,
did you play with the monkeys? And by that I mean the
local
actual
population.
Monkeys. The little tiny like Ross from Friends monkeys.
Yeah, I don't really care if they're small or not. I'm horrified of monkeys. Maybe I saw the movie Monkey Shines at too young of an age, but I don't care for lower primates.
I thought they were fun.
I
got to pay five. I paid $5 American for like a picture, and the one tried to steal. I was chewing gum, and it was trying to reach its little fingers in my mouth to steal the gum out of my mouth.
I might have killed a monkey over some of that shit.
It was pretty funny. I probably also contracted rabies, but
and that's where AIDS comes from.
No, that's from them having sex with the monkeys.
Well, you were letting one finger fuck your mouth.
It got its whole fist in there. I couldn't do anything about it.
That is not how I would want to spend pretty much any time, ever.
That's a typical Tuesday for you, I think.
Right? Having a bunch of little dindus finger fuck my mouth. Yeah. That's a day I take special off work. It's how I get back to the little dindus in the community.
Tyrone, how many think you can fit? The record's 4.
I put those porky sausages over here.
Oh, shit. What a great start.
Yeah, man. This is the kind of stuff that both of our listeners just love.
Fuck. All right, let's get into something. Coincidence detector.
Well, hold on.
It's actually back up and working for me. But they took it down from the Chrome extension thing.
And if you're listening to this and you don't know what the coincidence detector is, That's your cue.
Oh, it's we talked about it before on the show. Go back to any of our other episodes, but basically it's an extension on Chrome, and it looks out for things that echo. Uh, so all of your Jewish names.
Just echo throughout history.
Yeah, there's a diamond once. There's always going to be a diamond somewhere in history who's conniving and rubbing his hands together.
Just plotting.
A Fleischman.
A Silverberg.
So Mike, website Mike did this expose on it, and then they contacted Google, who took it down, I guess, yesterday. And I guess when I took it down, it took down the database, at least for a bit, because yesterday afternoon I was wondering why it wasn't working, and then somebody tweeted it, and I was like, or it tweeted basically the same thing as how I had seen, and then I saw the Mike article.
Well,
maybe it wasn't yesterday. Maybe it was Tuesday or Wednesday rather.
The real kicker of this is these people think they're so fucking smart that they've broken some kind of code. Like,
yeah, we were never hiding it.
Yeah, so I don't know if you all knew this or not, but all of the podcasts that pretty much all of the alt-right does are available for free online. Like, literally, anyone can listen to them.
And yeah, they think they're doing this. Mike thinks they're doing this big expose, and then they just get all these articles. They just get trolled by the people inside of it, and they don't pick up on any of it. Enoch from the Daily Show over at the Right Stuff gave a quote. It says, "The inner parentheses represent the Jews' subversion of the home and destruction of the family through mass media degeneracy." Can you do Enoch's voice?
No, I cannot. I can't sound New York Jew enough. Hey, that's a real New York bagel. That sound like Mike Enoch?
No. You gotta be a lot more nasally. And then he goes on. The next parentheses represents the destruction of the nation through mass immigration. And the outer parentheses represents international Jewry and world Zionism. And then they give a fucking picture, and then the captions what the parentheses look like in action, and it's fucking over Amy Schumer.
And anybody that has the least bit of familiarity with modern pop culture is gonna read that and just completely fucking agree with that quote over this picture of this fat frumpy Jewess. Is there a more debased creature in our modern pop cultural cesspool than Amy Schumer? Probably not. She is a peddler of filth. Schumer represents the degeneracy and cultural rot that has been foisted on the West. The Right Stuff.
I wish they would have, attributed to that to whoever actually said it.
It's good. They should have at least linked to the blog post that's from.
And in the article, I can't tell because I have my detector on, but they have Milo in there, and he's echoing in mine.
Yeah, he's echoing on mine too, but I wouldn't be surprised if
they missed it completely.
No, if they intentionally did that for the article, and we're thinking, haha, now we'll put a wedge in between Milo and the alt-right, then we'll out him as a Jew. Guys, no.
No, I turned off the detector and they didn't have him echo.
Well,
yeah, we've talked about that before. I mean, they could have done exactly what you said, and you're like, yeah, Milo even knows he's not one of us. He's on our side for now, but he's got to go back.
He's a tourist. The worst kind of tourist, a sex tourist.
Yeah. Gross.
Right. Just ew.
Oh, I still appreciate what he's been doing.
Oh, that's.
I don't know if anybody had talked about the DePaul stuff, because when I was on vacation, I missed. I didn't miss it. I just didn't get to listen to that much of any podcast, so I don't know if that was a while ago, so I don't even know if we want to talk about it.
No, it's been covered.
Okay. But Anyways, still in this Mike article, they quote. It's fucking hilarious. What was the guy's name?
Uh,
Sorry, this is what our listeners like. At protocols are real. They, they quoted him as one white supremacist tweeted, "It's closed captioning for the Jew blind."
oh my god! Like it's like they want us to win.
Yeah, I mean, all they're doing is just putting this out into the mainstream, and people are gonna be like, "Oh, okay," and then they're gonna find a way to download the detector.
Uh huh. Well, and
Jonathan Weissman, deputy director for Washington, deputy Washington director, editor. Again, I can't fucking do it.
these
Jonathan Weissman, deputy Washington editor for the New York Times, wrote about his experience as a victim of harassment. Hello, Weissman, it began. It's a dog whistle, fool. Belling the cat from my fellow Goyim.
now, if you don't understand what that means because you're a dumbass pleb, remember that old parable when the mice have the idea about how to deal with a cat? They'll hang a bell around its neck. That's what that means. Just letting everybody know that Wiseman is not one of us. That he has his own tribal interests, and they are not in line with ours.
Sort of like Bill Kristol plotting from Israel right now, who they're gonna have for their never Trump candidate, and they come up with the biggest fucking cuck on the planet. The dude is a part-time or sometime editor of the NRO, David French. His son, aka his wife's son,
exactly.
is a little dindu.
Never talk to me or my wife's son again.
Whose lips stick out further than his fucking nose. God.
God.
Yeah, if there's still people on the edge of this, there's a Jew who went back to Israel to plot a third-party candidate to beat Trump.
Like,
and they call themselves their renegade party. Like, they're so fucking edgy.
and the dude that they trot out, like he's got shoulders like a goldfish. He's got a chin like a pedophile. Like, I mean, I've got a highly tuned threat matrix up here. Up in this big old noggin of mine, Mr. Stone. And I can see a pedophile or a politician coming from 100 meters. And that Mr. French looks like he's done some bad touch to some good kids.
Trying to pull up a picture. Like,
He's got the cuck gene. He's eaten up with it.
Yeah.
I mean, Jesus Christ. Like, like you look at him and you just see feckless weakness. It's just oozing out of every pore. Like, his skin doesn't even look real. It looks like fucking wax or... No, his skin looks like a bishop from Alien in his death scene.
It does.
That's what his skin looks like. Wow. That was a deep reference.
His wife is she ghost wrote for Sarah Palin and Bristol Palin and what was her name? Sean Johnson. Yeah.
And old fucking Binders Full of Women Romney's wife.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's even better.
That was the big one that I saw. I never saw anything about Palin or the daughter. No, never did see nothing on it. But it's just hilarious because these Jews that are so outraged at being threatened on the internet, you know, to protest the coincidence detector, they're doing the job of the coincidence detector and putting parentheses around their own names. Like,
yeah.
I mean, you sure showed us by streamlining the process.
I think it was Gregory Ovenkin who said, what did he say?
It was good.
God damn it. I just had it up too. I hate when I do this.
The current year is a non-stop mental show for frumpy libertarian Jewesses.
Oh no, he tweeted hundreds of Jews in the media simultaneously put echoes around their names to ridicule their straw man of coordinated Jewish conspiracy.
Subtlety is apparently not their strong suit, but they couldn't have picked a worse place to fight us.
No, yeah, they're coming onto our turf to protest this, and they're gonna try to own it.
Right?
I think even the SPLC put parentheses around their name.
Mm-hmm. And see, that's
Because I wonder who all the lawyers are who represent the SPLC.
bunch of commie Jew fucks.
Goddamn right. Like fucking even Playboy wrote an article on this.
Well, it's just astounding how hard they're missing the point. Like, they don't realize how much fun that we have with this. Like, they don't realize how much of a joke that it is for us. Like, yeah, it is a great way for us to call them out. But you know how they say, like, don't crawl into the, or don't wrestle with the pig because you get dirty and the pig likes it? Yeah. We're the pig right now, and they are crawling into the slop with us. I mean, that's the only metaphor I think that makes it clear. Because we gonna love it. Come on, crawl in, guys. Come in and get comfy.
Yeah, this Lucy Steigerwald, who denies being a Jew, but she sounds and looks like a Jew. In that same Playboy article, she goes, in the past, it has in the past given me great satisfaction to remind neo-Nazis that there are weak-ass secret numerical codes in which 88 stands for Heil Hitler and 14 stands for 14 stupid racist words by some guy from the order have been cracked. We never hid those either. You can easily Google 1488 and find out everything that means.
Like fucking Dick Tracy over here. Never heard of goddamn internet.
I just look at any fucking meme of Taylor Swift and she says it.
I mean, it's not fucking hard. Like, these people think they're so fucking clever because they figured out something that we're pretty damn open about.
Yeah, it's been going on for, I know, at least a year.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like we tweet these people all the time with their names in parentheses. They gotta know about it.
Oh no, but we're just a bunch of basement-dwelling anime jackers. We'll never have any influence on anything. They said before putting parentheses around the SPLC on Twitter. Yes.
Oh, man. Do we have any more articles on this? I hope so.
See, did the name of the tech article, or Mike? Echoes exposed the secret symbol neo-Nazis used to target Jews online. To target Jews. Yes, making fun of people and pointing out their tribal alliances is targeting.
Targeting. Or pointing them out and then going to their houses and burning dindus on their lawn.
Like, if they want to see anti-Semitic, I'm sure we could introduce them to some of the dudes that were down in Guantanamo. You call me an anti-Semite, but never have I beheaded a Jew. Never stabbed one, never assaulted one, made fun of a few on the internet. And somehow that's equivalent.
That's because it's your white privilege, Goy.
That's true.
Those dark brown Semites are nothing like the light brown Semites.
Nothing at all. Everyone is equal. Golly, if I had a time machine, one of the first things I would do is go back in time and beat John Locke to death. Oh, man. And Roscoe gets a surprisingly quick erection.
Oh shit, I'm going down further and there's a Spectre tweet.
Oh.
And it's a a picture of like Auschwitz or something, and it like over the gate or whatever. It says somebody photoshopped it to say "Making America Great."
And Trump for president on the road. I got plenty of anti-Semitic things, but this was different, said Michael, a Jewish journalist who was targeted by right-wing trolls in 2015, following a story he wrote that was critical of the GOP. Michael asked Mike only to use his first name to protect his family. The Echo is a way of bringing attention to people who are Jewish. Intimidating, Michael said. They try to threaten. Like, I hear people throw around the term white frailty, but I've never seen so many people so upset about being Jewish. What was it Hitler said? You can call a Jew a rat, a thief, a swindler.
Oh, it was Goebbels.
It was Goebbels. See if you can find the quote, because it's super appropriate here.
I think somebody changed it to a parenthesis. Like they changed part of it to say put parentheses around their name, and you see them shrivel back. And
that is ridiculous. It's like, and so they fight us by playing right into our hands. Thanks, guys.
All right, I got it. Ah, shit, it's too blurry. The Jew is... Fuck.
Come on, you know how to read,
Come
you
on.
dumb bastard.
The Jew is immunized against all dangers. One may call him a scoundrel, parasite, swindler, profiteer. It all runs off him like water off a raincoat. But call him a Jew, and he'll be astounded at how he recoils, how injured he is, how he suddenly shrinks back. I've been found out. And somebody edited it out. They got all the way down to raincoat, and then they changed it to put parentheses around his name, and he'll be astonished at how he recoils. So fucking true.
Right, like, I mean, that's how I know we've sort of talked about it a little bit, but, I feel like I am responsible for red pilling you on the Jewish menace.
You are.
And it was through some innocuous humor, the Coincidence Detector, and a few other things that you came to see their treacherous ways.
Yeah, the main thing that people need to get is, how even questioning the Holocaust in like Europe is a crime.
The truth
and how
does not fear investigation.
It pretty much is here too, as well.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what pushed me over the edge. And it's like, you're right. You can question anything else. I mean, they're trying to do the same thing with like climate change. I don't really want to get, go down that rabbit hole, but they're trying to push, if you deny climate change, you're guilty of crime think. And I mean, they're trying to do it with Exxon right now. They're actually suing Exxon for publishing studies that say, hey, we're not responsible.
It's like, yeah, you actually have no data to prove that we're responsible for global warming, so I guess you should sue us.
They should. That'd be great. I hope it actually goes to trial.
The day of the top rope.
Like it starts in like the 1st of November, just right before the election, and lasts until when will the God Emperor ascend? January 24th, probably, I think.
I thought that was the date.
January 17th. I think that's how long that trial would last. The day after. And then everybody who brought the suit would be marched out back.
Oh my god! So do we want to take a minute to talk about the hilarious fan fiction that I sent you while I was day drinking the other day?
Yes. Do you have that pulled up on Facebook?
I don't, but I think we should pull that up after the break
All right.
because, well, I'll be honest with you, fam. I've been drinking on the job a little bit. And I know it's degenerate, but, well, if only you knew. When we start going to some pool parties, we'll let you guys know a little bit more of the real us.
Yeah, I want to actually have like a literal pool party while we're having a pool party. I want I want to do it in my neighborhood. I want my HOA to throw a fucking fit.
About a bunch of people throwing up Roman salutes at the pool.
All the little kids.
Oh my God! I just had an idea about teaching children how to Sieg Heil.
I want the token black family to be there too.
Oh, that'll be great. Do you have any Jews in your neighborhood?
I don't know. I don't fraternize with most of my neighbors. There's only one I do.
I've got a few neighbors around here that I know, and mostly it's because my dumbass mail carrier always brings me their shit. Good old government services. Where were we going to go next? Because I think we've driven this echo into the ground, just laughing at the Jewish frailty.
The quotes. Don't trigger Mr. Trump, Rosenberg. It might cause him to fire up the others. Twitter needs better tools to curb hate speech.
Yeah,
in the U.S.
I saw that and had to look away.
Yeah, I don't even want to get into that EU shit. Our actual sizable European listenership is
Yeah,
that sucks for you guys.
I don't want anybody to go to jail for listening to this podcast.
Yeah. Proxy in.
Unless it's Americans using proxies.
Like I'm gonna have to do when I email Hope King. Oh, this is a different type of beer. Oh, fuck. There's a fucking variety pack in my fridge, and I thought I grabbed the other IPA. Yeah, so I followed up a big old swig of IPA with a new amber. Ugh.
I thought you were going to say like a cider or something.
I mean, it's like, well, compared to an IPA, anything's going to be sour. Ugh.
Oof.
Sorry, guys. I was not expecting that. That. I guess I'm colorblind. One is blue and one's maroon.
You dumb bastard.
All right, let's move on to
California.
California. Where are my links? So you want to do San Jose first? The rally turned riot.
Man, oh man. So
Hey, where do we even want to start with that? Do we want to start with the blatant blaming of Trump for this, or do we want to talk about all the mestizos waving Mexican flags, or the black Islamists beating down white people and throwing eggs and bottles and food at like some poor defenseless white woman?
if I've said it once, I've said it a dozen times. I've said it to you, I've said it to my wife, I've said it to my coworkers, I've said it to my parents. This type of behavior put Richard Nixon, who was a political outcast, whose political career was dead in the water, into the White House 2 times in landslides.
Yeah, I mean, he won almost as badly as fucking Reagan won.
Mm-hmm.
Against
Walter Mondale.
Mondale, yeah.
Yeah, like, my prediction is if it rains on Election Day, it will be the largest political landslide in American history.
I wonder if AccuWeather had. No, they only have their 90-day forecast. Yeah, because 90 days is so fucking accurate.
That is something we need to do. We need to utilize some meme magic and get a big rain blowing in all across the nation on Election Day.
Do you have any military contacts who can seed the clouds everywhere?
Well, I have one friend who's in the Air Force, but he's a total fag.
I've seen him on Facebook. Yeah, he is.
Oh my God, what a fag.
All right. 90 days out is apparently August 31st, so we're getting close.
We'll let you know as soon as we can see on the 90-day out from election day.
We'll do a countdown on the rain.
I'll look into some meme and some sigil magic and see what we have to do to make that happen.
You know, it'd be even better if it fucking snowed all across the north.
Oh my god, I would have a boner for days.
Yeah, because I mean, the beginning of November is not. I mean, it snowed here before. I think a couple years ago we got a few inches.
Yeah, it wouldn't be out of the ordinary.
Yeah, we've had. Yeah, I think 2 years ago it was Halloween when it was like 20 something degrees outside, and then like the next day we got like 3 inches of snow.
Oh, dear Lord. I guess I'm gonna have to do a lot of hallucinogens and psychedelics so I can get the shaman thing really going. Then I can summon some rain.
Scared the shit. That's what you need to re-roll when D&D is
As a shaman.
a shaman.
I don't know. I like the cleric. Because like the cleric in real life, my superpower seems to be knowing shit. Hmm.
All right. Sorry, I'm getting lost in these articles.
Right? Like, so I'm reading through this Echoes Exposed article, and it just keeps getting Jewier and Jewier the further down I scroll.
I know. I didn't realize it went down that far. Like I read through all the echoing part, and then it started going on to the hate speech stuff, and
Hey,
that's when I moved on to the San Jose ones.
did you say anything in the comments?
Did I? No, I don't generally
Oh.
comment. I never comment on stuff.
Oh, wait. There's not any comments. There's none allowed.
Was it like the Guardian?
That's the.
No, you always know you have a hard hitting article when you ban comments.
Oh man.
So anyway, San Jose mayor justifies mob violence by Ethan Epstein
Oof.
of the Weekly Standard.
You don't even need a coincidence detector for that one.
You don't.
So hold on a second. When we go back and edit this episode, do you think you could time how much of the episode has been spent shit talking Jews?
I can see it right here. We are at 32 minutes, so we spent a solid half hour.
Nice. Nice.
We had a couple of minutes in there about my vacation and other shit, but yeah, solid 30 minutes.
All right, we had to take a couple minutes off for Jew bashing to go after the Dindus.
we got to keep our audience on their toes.
Right, who else are we gonna go after? The Finns? Those slanty-eyed gook motherfuckers? That's the meme, right? That the Finns are like Huns, basically?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm down.
It's pretty stupid, but it's pretty fucking funny. Are like 99% of memes.
See, I know it sounds, it's just sounded more like a typical Bane posting, but they merely adopted the memes. We were born in them, raised with them, molded by the memes. Your theatrics are effective against the uninitiated. But we are not the uninitiated. Bane posting, etc. So, I mean, just asking for it. Sorry, but San Jose riots.
Yeah, I'm reading the comments on this San Francisco local CBS article on it. People are posting like, "Oh, the riots were staged." Yeah. They're linking to like alt-right Twitter accounts.
Oh shit! Sam Hyde's not out there, is he?
No, he was in Southern California.
Okay. Yeah, that's where he's in prison, right? For burning down the
Yeah.
synagogues.
He's been on a fucking crime spree lately, man. The last year, he's been involved in like 12 mass shootings and
Sam, pull the trigger on every nigger hide.
we'll get into him later. We got a good bit on him.
Oh man, it's gonna be so fun. I know I blew a little bit of our wad early, but oof. I am just amazed how fucking dense these people are. I did see one article today that the Democrats are starting to realize that the violence of these rallies are playing into Trump's hands.
Yeah, just now. We've been saying this since Chicago, before Chicago, but Chicago was the big one that hit the media when he had to cancel his rally. And they were just like, oh, well, it's Trump's fault for inciting stuff. And then, you just see his support just...
Tick, 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 tick.
Yeah. I want to go back real quick and look at when Illinois was, but that's basically, when all this stuff started happening. Are you drinking that powwow straight from the bottle?
Maybe a little.
This is gonna get messy.
It's gonna be a weird show, man.
So March 15th is when when the Illinois primary was. So sometime in the week leading up to that was probably that rally. And that's when, Rubio had dropped out before then. I believe. When was Florida?
Jeez. I know I'm just trying to be humble, but I just can't hardly believe that we're this much smarter than the quote-unquote experts.
I don't know. Florida was that same day. So I'm sitting here looking for Florida under, and it's literally right underneath of Illinois. So Rubio was still in. Trump was in. Obviously Trump was in. Cruz was in. Kasich was still in, obviously. And yeah, the media, this is playing right into, the Democrats' hands. People are going to go for the more moderate, Rubio or Kasich over this, firebrand, not degenerate, what do they call him? Demagogue.
You keep using that word, but I don't think it means what you think it means.
Anthony wins all 99 of Florida, 54 out of 69 in Illinois.
Mm-hmm. And the more histrionic and insane the media gets, the stronger Trump gets. Like, fucking, was it 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, that we were like, at some point, the president's going to open his fat mouth and try to stump the Trump and shit his pants?
It was. Do we want to play that now? Let's play that audio.
Yeah.
I got it.
If
All right, here we
we
go.
turn against each other based on divisions of race or religion, if we fall for a bunch of okey doke, just because
A bunch of okey doke.
it sounds funny or the tweets are provocative, then we're not going to build on the progress that we've started.
Jesus
Today,
Christ.
Junior?
For the last time, anything you put on that teleprompter, Obama will read.
Not the provocative tweets. Oy vey.
It's not a shower.
Yeah, so that was that today or yesterday? Anyways, he just fucking shit the bed trying to stump the Trump, and he gets stumped himself.
He stumps himself. Like, all he had to do was complete a fucking sentence.
He was trying to say the word, like, if or it.
See, I hate to make fun of somebody for a stutter, since I had a stutter as a little guy. That was, there was a time in my life where they thought I was retarded, but I just had a stutter.
I can see that.
Yeah.
And the best part is he goes back and he's like, oh, it's a bunch of okey doke. What the fuck is okey doke?
Oh man, you better watch out for that okey doke. It ain't no joke.
It's, so he's tripping over himself trying to blame Trump for this. Hillary is, she's at this rally and she gives this, rambling fucking 45-minute speech. It's supposed to be on her. It was her national security address, is what they pinned it as.
32-minute long speech, and she mentions Trump 69 times. More than twice a minute, this lady is talking about the Donald. The dude is so deep in her head, he's setting up real estate developments. Building a big Trump casino in that bitch.
Yeah, so it was a 45-minute speech, and how long did she talk about him? 32?
No, it was a 30-minute long speech with 69
okay.
references to the Donald.
Okay.
Talk about shit in the bed, right? Between her and Obama, you could fill a couple of the pillowcases up with that. It looks like my pillow is still in its case, but it most certainly is not.
Shit in my DVD tray. My TV is trying to play it. I was laughing about the exact same thing because I just watched that episode 2 days ago.
So, I was listening to March of the Normies today, and in that we referenced some
episode 16.
Episode 16, March of the Normies. Once again, we were talking about Seth MacFarlane cartoons, and I realized something. All the women in his cartoons are complete and total trash.
I don't know about Francine.
Really? Her, the biggest sex garden in North America?
Oh, I forgot about that. You're right.
Yeah. She lost her virginity to a group of angry construction workers.
You're right. I forgot all about that part.
Yeah. It just makes me wonder, like, what kind of relationships has this guy had with women in his life? Not good, well, it would seem.
Haley is voiced by his sister. And in that one episode, his clone, Stan's bodyguard sleeps with his daughter. And he voices him.
Wow. He's got a lot of shit that he needs to talk to a therapist about.
Yeah.
In his defense, he probably didn't write that episode.
No, I mean, he wrote, the first 2 seasons of American Dad and, the first 5 or 6 of Family Guy.
Right. I mean, good for him, living the American dream, beating the Jews at their own game.
The only thing he writes now for Family Guy are the Road to episodes, which are extremely, extremely hit or miss. Mm-hmm. They just had the season finale of this Family Guy was Road to India, and it fucking sucked. There was the Road to Rupert episode, which is pretty good, and then the one where they went back in time with more to 1939 Poland. It's fucking hilarious. Fuck is that?
That's an alarm for us to stop talking about goddamn Family Guy.
That's our nigger alarm.
It's a dildo alarm we meant to talk about. Because we have a whole state of California. Just after we build the Great Wall of America and seal Mexico off, we're gonna have to extend it pretty far north to block California.
Well, we're building a wall around Mexico. I figured that would include
California.
Yeah, most of California, except for the north.
Anybody coming over the wall will be shot. Anyone that makes it over the wall will be shot more.
Trespassers will be shot. Survivors will be shot again.
Indubitably. So we thought we were going to have a Rush to Judgment special when there was a school shooting. Or no, there was was it UCLA Berkeley?
No. No. It's just UCLA.
It's just UCLA? Jesus Christ.
UC Berkeley is just... I mean, UC, they're all part of the California.
California.
University of California. There's University of California, Berkeley, which is our main one. And there's LA, there's Santa Clara, there's Long Beach. There's a shit ton of them.
Jesus Christ, what are they teaching these people?
And instead of having directional schools, they just have like city schools.
Well, all day, like, we're seeing shit about how, oh, there's multiple shooters and this and that. And nope, it was a murder-suicide.
6 foot tall white man.
Yep.
Named Manak Sarkar. How do you confuse this like 5'6" brown person with a 6 foot tall white guy?
Yeah, he looks like...
How bad are your fucking progressive goggles? Like, how thick are the fucking lenses in those things that you cannot see the difference between a 6 foot tall white guy and a 5'6" brown person?
5 foot... Well, dude, like, you could see his bone structure at 100 meters and see that he's not white. I mean, he's ate up with that Durka face. Oh my god.
Oh, and he was Muslim too.
Of course.
You when I messaged you that, I said, "Oh shit, we might have to have another Russia Judgment special shooter at UCLA." And you go, they announced the race yet? I said no, so he's probably Muslim.
Yeah. Well, that's something that we've quantified a few times when we've talked about these shootings. The longer that it goes without them mentioning the race, the more certain that you can be that it was a non-white. I mean, it is without fail. It comes straight out, and it comes straight out, and they're talking about the white shooter and naming names. And
Yeah,
shit.
they have his Facebook fucking profile. They have
Right, like with Adam Lanza, they go and fucking arrest his brother. Yeah, don't look too much at that Sandy Hook thing. It's weird.
it is.
Like, the dude supposedly carrying his brother's ID, his estranged brother's ID. Okay. Anyway,
Yeah, that's conspiracies we don't need to get into.
no, I'm
Yeah.
not saying conspiracies. I'm saying bad reporting. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Yeah, the best part about the UCLA shooting, which it was for a long time, I think the media was reporting that Sam Hyde did it.
And we have to be honest. Every time there's a shooting, it's like the two of us are racing to a keyboard to be the first one to tweet out that Sam Hyde was the one responsible.
Yeah, he even got a write up in Forbes.
The Forbes article is just fucking great.
It's like another thing that we were saying earlier, just with the how like Enoch was trolling Mike inside of that article. Sam Hyde is trolling Forbes inside of this article. Let me try to find this. Hyde explained in an email, "My wife's boyfriend, open relationship, heard it from the news first, and so he and my wife's son were both scared silly for a few days before everything was explained. I also got a call from my rabbi, frantically trying to talk me out of doing anything more violent, until I finally managed to explain to him that it was a hoax." And they don't fucking get it.
Like, that is an incredibly meme-rich response right there.
That's trolling on a whole different. Like, that's trolling on a Donald Trump level.
Like, that's a next level 4-dimensional trolling right there.
And then there's another, like, they quote a tweet that he sent out. He said, "The call center person for my car insurance company recognized my name and took pity on me. I shit you not." No, but they didn't fucking recognize his name. Why are they quoting this stuff?
That did fucking happen, you idiots.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god. It's hard to, like... Sometimes it's hard to believe that we've had as much success as we've had as a movement over the last few years. But then you see this type of shit. It's like, oh, our enemies are completely fucking incompetent. Oh. Just unbe-fucking-believable.
Yeah, he's been blamed for San Bernardino, Kalamazoo, Heston, Minneapolis, Planned Parenthood, the Naval Base in San Diego, the Air Force Base in San Antonio, Capitol Hill, the Paris attacks, uh, all the different school shooters, the South Carolina church shooting, Gamergate.
Oh my god.
Oh, Jesus.
Missed it by that much. Ugh. And why? Why do they have to make it this easy for us?
It's. I don't know. Are they like they? I don't even know, man.
It's hard to believe that they could be that fucking dense. But you look at this, you look at their response to the echoes. Like, yeah, they are that fucking dense.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same thing over and over and over again. Someone gives them a quote and they can't see, like, oh, we're getting this super sweet quote from this neo-Nazi far right white nationalist. And if they would just like take like half of a step back and just look at it and realize that it's so fucking full of bullshit.
Yeah, that you're getting played like a damn fiddle.
All they would have to, if they wanted like the Enoch quote for the 3 parentheses, yeah, it's just this fucking standard. But if you go to TRS's website and look at the article, some of them have like 16 parentheses on them.
How
It hurts my head to think about it.
to think that anybody could be that fucking dense?
Oh, fuck. Alright, we still got to talk about San Jose.
San Jose, the rioters.
Yeah, so we talked about Hillary being fucking wasting her, much hyped up foreign policy, national security address by, trying to stump the Trump. And then San Jose mayor, I don't know why I said it like that, but the San Jose mayor, Sam Liccardo, says at some point Donald Trump needs to take responsibility for the irresponsible behavior of his campaign. So, yeah, the irresponsibility is apparently, him having a rally and having a bunch of mestizos burn American flags while waving American flags.
And attacking people.
Mexican flags. And attacking people.
Yes. Truly, Trump is the monster here. I'm not going to feel any pity for these people.
Yeah, I don't know where Liccardo is from, but he's got to go back.
Mm-hmm. We'll send him back to heaven. Give him back to God, Mr. Stone. It'll just be a really late-term abortion.
The 500th trimester. Trying to figure out where his name's from. Oh, he went to Georgetown and Harvard though, so
It's one of the dirtiest words in the English language. Harvard, Princeton, and
Georgetown.
Yale.
God, what a terrible fucking person. So he's basically sticking up for these illegals that are in his city, I wonder what the white population of San Jose. I think it's like the 3rd largest city in California. So let's see the demos. 2010 demographics. 42.8% white, 32% Asian, 0.9% African American.
Well,
and Hispanics were 33.2. So you could take that white population and take that from 42.8 and subtract out the 33.2. So the white population is only 9% in San Jose.
good God.
Because they always have to lump the Hispanics in with the whites. Always have to.
Jesus. Yeah, if you want to know what it would be like to be a white minority in America, look at how those people who go to the Trump rally were treated. Like, that's the fucking future that the neocons want for America. That's the future that Hillary Clinton wants for America, and that's the future that Donald Trump wants to stop.
Yeah, so to get into San Jose, they probably had to come from like fucking Mountain View or like Cupertino or something. The only white areas in the pretty much, what is it? Is that the Bay Area pretty much?
Yeah, I don't know. Fuck that whole state.
Yeah. I can't wait till the fault goes off and they all die.
Oh man, would you rather the wall goes up so we could do it ourselves, or that Mother Nature take them all into the ocean?
Oh, I'd say we put the wall up. That way, as it slowly sinks into the ocean, they can't scramble to try to get across.
Oh man, why not both? .jpg.
Guess who the number one employer in the city is? The county.
I was gonna say.
Guess who the number three employer is?
State.
The city. Guess who the number six employer is? The Postal Service. 7, San Jose State. 8, San Jose School District.
Jesus Christ. Burn it to the ground.
And you wonder why fucking California has such a terrible budget deficit. In their third largest city, the first, third, sixth, seventh, and eighth
Almost half
largest
of the top
employers. Yes. Well, 4 out of the 10. Well, in the top 8, 4 out of the 8 are state, county, or local employees, and 1 is federal. So 5/8.
10. Jesus titty fucking Christ.
60%. And I mean that's not even the number of employees. That's just the employers.
Mm-hmm. And then all the people on fucking welfare might as well be government employees.
Yeah. So what we were saying, 33% of the population is Mexican. So 33% of the population is on the welfare.
Basically, like 90% of immigrants, or 90% of Mexican immigrants with children are on government assistance.
And it gets even higher as like in their subsequent generations.
Mm-hmm. And that's why they got to go back.
They're the natural conservatives, though, Goy.
They can go back, or we will make them go back.
And it's not like these Mexicans who are coming over the border are like the ones in Mexico City who are actually accomplishing something. No, it's the fucking Indios from southern Mexico who they just roll fucking through. It's the Guatemalans. It's the
motherfuckers rolling up here not even speaking Spanish, like speaking Mayan and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. Take money that be spent on my kid's education and get a fucking translator for this Durka 75 IQ Mayan fuck.
You look at all these, all the shittiest countries in this hemisphere. Well, pretty much the world. Even the Muslims have their shit together more than the fucking Central American Indio states. Like, Mexico can be... What if they got rid of all those people and they didn't send them here? Like, if they would just send them down further south, they would be fine. Well, I mean, obviously they wouldn't be as successful as the U.S., but they wouldn't have to fucking worry about... At least the Mexicans have enough Spanish in them to at least accomplish
have a little
something.
bit of agency.
Yeah, and then once you get down to South America, look at Argentina, except for all the corruption. I mean, look at Chile. Venezuela is they're pretty much Indio as well.
Good old Venezuela. I love mentioning that to Bernie Sanders supporters. Hey, how's Venezuela doing? Huh? What? Yeah, that's exactly right, you stupid fuck. I was talking to one of my coworkers, somebody, we saw somebody wearing a Bernie 2016 shirt. I was like, I don't really feel a lot of deep emotional hatred for the Bernie supporters. I mean, I just look at them and I think, yeah, I remember the first time I thought about stuff and didn't think about anything else any harder. But, these people that are supposed to be on our side that just cuck so hard, I could just stomp them to death. And he looked at me and said, I don't hold that much animosity, but I understand.
Hey, the thing is, these aren't Bernie supporters doing all this violence. These are Hillary supporters.
Yeah.
These people aren't voting for
Well, these people shouldn't
Bernie.
be able to fucking vote.
Exactly. Well, most of them probably can't because they're illegals, but
They're either illegals or
California,
felons.
so they probably can.
Yeah. Jesus. You saw that newspaper article I sent you the other day about the juries where I live not being diverse enough?
Yes.
So I was looking at the statistics. It's like, let's see, factor in 50% of adult black males that have felonies. Like, yeah, those percentages actually look right, not low, you dumb bastards.
And the thing is, they're not that far off of the demo of the area.
No.
Like, they want it to be like 50% white, 50% black.
It's like, but that's not.
Even if you ignore, the felony convictions and things like that, it's still matched up pretty well with the actual demos. And you have to be registered to vote to serve on a jury. And most of those people, most black people aren't, well, they might be now since the church buses rounded them up and took them to vote for
Barry.
BHO.
Barry.
But yeah. I've never actually got called for jury duty.
Neither have I, knock on wood.
I would get paid for it, but so I don't have to worry about that. It's just I don't want to fucking do it. Because knowing my luck, I would get involved in like some like triple murder. Well, that's like really fucking murky, and I'd have to be there for like 6 weeks sequestered in some shit hotel and not be able to get on the internet.
Oh, God. That'd be awful.
I would definitely be getting on the internet.
Right?
Actually, all I would have to do is be like, yeah, I have this podcast. You might want to listen to it before you put me on the jury.
Oh my.
What color is the defendant? Black. Oh yeah. Listen to this podcast.
Yeah. You're gonna need to quote me on a few things.
I'm sure he didn't do nothing.
Yeah, he's a good boy. There's no way. No way at all.
Dude, Jake Tapper is such. Sometimes he seems like such a like he's on our side, and other times he seems like such a fucking cuck.
He's a cuck.
He is. He is. I know he is, but sometimes you see these like interviews he does with like Hillary or somebody, and you're like, yeah, I can see where he could be on our side, and then you see all the other shit that he does.
It's like Gavin McInnes. He tries to act like he's one of us, and he tries to act edgy. Dude's a cuck. I mean, that doesn't mean he's not funny or sometimes useful, but instead of talking about the hard shit, he goes full cuck.
And then he's questioning in this article on Breitbart, which is I guess a partial transcript. Yeah, partial transcript. He's asking Hillary about the San Jose rally, and she says, "I condemn all violence in our political arena. I condemned it when Donald Trump was inciting it and congratulating people who were engaged in it." And by I guess that him congratulating people, I guess she means him, telling the security to get those people out of his rallies.
Dude, every day that we get a little bit closer to those two facing off on a debate stage in front of a national television audience.
Well, that's why he couldn't do that debate with Bernie, because he would also have to, if he did that, he would also have to debate Hillary, and the DNC would not have that. Trump didn't back out of it. The DNC forbade it. These the rules between the parties go back like a long time, and if it's before the conventions or whatever, then if you debate one, you had to debate the others. And do you really think? So of course, I mean, it was a win-win for Bernie.
Yeah, I thought.
And I mean, as soon as Trump is not going to say, "Oh, I had to back out because of this," because then the GOP would get mad, and he kind of, we don't. He doesn't really need them, but then again, he also needs them, which is a whole different topic that we don't really need to get into. But yeah, he made a joke, and then he was like, "Oh yeah, we could do this seriously," and then the DNC steps in and just fucks everything up, and then Trump gets blamed for it, and Bernie looks like the good guy in that, which I guess is good. You know, we want Hillary to come into the to get the nomination as bruised as fucking possible.
Mm-hmm. And that's kind of what's brilliant. You know, Trump spent a lot of time out in California the last week or so, forcing Hill-Dawg to fight on both fronts, and she's getting mashed up like an old piece of fruit.
Okay, and Trump can still get 1488. I think he'll end up with more, to be honest, fam, but we'll see. It would be such a fucking signal from God if he ended up with 1488.
Yeah, the ascension would pretty much be confirmed at that point.
Blessed by Jeebus himself.
Shit, dude, I just looked at our topics. I realized we hit almost everything.
Yeah, let's finish up this real quick, and we can take our break and then come back with more Hill-Dawg, I guess.
Oof. Well, I was gonna say, man, we beat those emails and shit to death in a few episodes.
That's true.
I was gonna say I might be ready to wrap it up for the night.
All right. No break? Man.
Right? It's gonna be a easy podcast for our listeners to listen to.
Yeah, we're only just a little bit over an hour.
It's perfect.
Nice. And if we don't have a break, I don't have to
edit in any music.
Yeah, and then have YouTube remove it and probably remove content. Give her those damn copyright claims.
Fucking algorithms.
All right, what was the last thing? Oh yeah, Trump was inciting it and congratulating people who were engaging in it.
Really?
I condemn it by those who are taking violent protests of physical assault against Donald Trump. This has to end. He set a very bad example. He created an environment in which it seemed to be acceptable for someone running for president to be inciting violence, to be encouraging his supporters. Now we're seeing people who are against him responding in kind. It should stop. It is not acceptable.
Okay, but...
So, you're still blaming him for it.
Yeah, like, do you remember what happened, you know, not in your weird little fantasy world, but in reality? Like, I understand she has to frame it a certain way. Just, you'd think with all the testing that anything she says has, all the vetting.
And every question that she gets has to be approved.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the Tapper is only asking her an approved question, and she still fucking fucks it up.
It's gonna be good for her to see her get what's coming to her.
Well, good old Madeleine Albright didn't think anything was going to happen to her.
Madeleine Albright doesn't know shit about shit.
She looks like a fucking
Does
witch.
she want to be put on the list? The bucket list?
She won't be alive. Straddling Madeleine Albright.
Man, I hope she's alive. Well, kinda.
Maybe just for a day.
Right. Just long enough.
You know where she hails from, right?
Our greatest ally?
Si, senor.
Really?
So of course she did nothing wrong.
Really? She's a dual citizen with Israel.
Well, through blood.
Jesus Christ. So we could... Thanks, reality, for matching our memes, I guess. Just wow. Don't even make me work for it, reality. Just softball him right in there.
Speaking of soft balls, do you see that Russian dude
Oh.
chopped off his friend's dick with an axe?
Nah, bruh.
You don't want to get into that?
I mean, that ought to be our last topic, because that's nasty.
So, listeners, if you ever have a literal penis measuring competition, make sure you haven't been binge drinking for 2 days and your friend doesn't have an axe on him.
Yeah, because apparently the loser of the contest got so mad he de-penised the winner. I don't think anybody was the winner in that exchange.
No.
I think everyone would have been better off if they hadn't got into a penis measuring competition.
It is a Daily Mail article, though, so it could be false. But I hope it's... Well, I don't know.
dailymail.co.uk.
Yes. I hope it's true just because it's funny, but then I hope it's not true just for that poor fucker.
I hate for that to happen to somebody.
With an axe.
Right? Like...
Out of all the things you could have used to cut off another man's penis, you used an axe.
Just fucking brutal. That's metal. It's metal as fuck.
Like, I hope it was like an actual, like, wood chopping axe, like, and not just like a little hand axe. I hope it was something he had to swing with both hands.
A bardish?
Yes.
It was a pole axe. He actually had a pole axe.
I mean, it was fucking Russia, so who knows? Standard issue with the conscripts.
Standard Slav party. Everybody get into a nice, comfortable squat. And pull out your penises for the measuring.
Loser goes to jail, winner gets it chopped off by said loser.
Thank you, Russia, for reminding us that America could always be worse off.
Oh, Jesus. All right. I mean, we covered all our topics pretty quick, a lot quicker than I thought we were going to.
Oh, we did a good job of staying on point tonight. Do we want to pull a Richard Spencer and put a bookmark in this conversation?
Let's do it. All right. Let me see if we had anything else. We got the Obama drop-in.
Hillary going to jail.
Good. Sam Hyde echoes. Well, Sam Hyde doesn't echo. Sam Hyde, echoes. Perfect. Man, what a good show. I always enjoy it, Roscoe. I always enjoy it.
It is a pleasure, sir. Truly the highlight of my week.
Definitely. Speaking of highlights, we have ads on our YouTube now. Yeah.
Shekels?
We're going to earn a penny every 1,000 views.
Yeah.
Which we have a 10th of.
All right. Maybe somebody can finally send us some good boy points.
Yes, you can send us good boy points right on our website, ExodusAmericanas.com. Find us on YouTube. Look us up, Exodus Americanas, SoundCloud.com/ExodusAmericanas. If you want to download the episodes, we have that available on SoundCloud. You can download it through our website and, JDownloader for YouTube if you want to do that. Make it offline, make it easy for everybody. I hate everything. Oh, yeah, Twitter. He's Roscoe SB Jones. I'm Exo Americanus. Got any more shilling that we need to do?
No, man. I think I've gotten all the topics in that our JIDF overlords instructed us to.
The Jewish Internet Defense Force, JDIF. I love how it switched. It kills me every time. And I don't know why.
You're an easily amused man.
It's like the Department of...
the Department of Redundancy Department?
Yep. Jesus. All right, fam. Thanks for listening. We've been Exodus Americanus. I'm Stone. He's Roscoe. Bye-bye.